Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills housing update. I've got an interesting update this week and I just want buyers to be on high alert here. The market is changing, your window might be closing, and now is a really good time to be thinking about looking at what's on the market because these prices may not come back. So, looking at what happened last week, Georgetown had 9 sales, which is not a super high number, but the market's definitely moving. It's a normal number for a stable, market where buyers are participating. So 9 sales in Georgetown last week. There was only 7 new listings, which means our new listings are not keeping up with our sales. So you know what that does to inventory. Looking at Acton this week, they had 4 sales. Acton has been super busy. I mean, it's that 4 doesn't sound like a lot, but 4 is a good number for Acton. We have seen sales definitely picking up there because again, they have the lower price point, so people are going there. But yeah, good week in Acton with 4 sales. Something of note is of those 4, 2 of them went into bidding wars and got over asking price. So it's just an indicator of what's sort of starting to happen in this market. There was only 3 new listings in Acton, so again, not enough listings to do any positive improvements to our inventory. Glen Williams this week had 1 sale and no new listings, and there was no sales and no new listings in the rural market or Limehouse. When we look at our terminated and expired listings, there was 11 affected this week. 4 of them came back on the market with a reduced price. 1 of them came back on the market with the same price, just a fresh relist. 6 of them exited the market. So again, all these things are going to be not great news for our inventory levels, which brings me to our inventory levels. This is the real conversation this week. I mean, we came into January knowing that this was probably going to happen. Again, it feels like a far cry from where we were like 4 months ago, but what we thought was going to happen has happened. We are going into a market that I think is about to see prices climb. So let's look at Halton Hills this week. This is the first time since May that we have been under 100 active listings. We are at 98 active listings in all of Halton Hills. That's down from 108, so a pretty significant drop week over week. The last time we were at under 100 listings was in May, and that was our busiest month of 2022, and it got really busy and inventory got very low. So our levels are where we were in terms of the busiest month of 2023. Now I'm going to bring you to Georgetown stats, which I think are the most notable this week. So Georgetown this week is down from 55 to 51 active listings. I went back in my notes because I was like, when was the last time we had 51 active listings? I actually had to go to my old notebook, and the last time that we saw 51 active listings in Georgetown was in March of 2022. You might remember that March of 2022 was the month that we had our highest ever average price in Halton Hills. It was over 1.4 million. So that just gives you an idea of where our current inventory levels are. They are extremely low. I don't foresee a huge influx of inventory hitting the market anytime soon, and demand is definitely picking up. They held rates again. Buyers are back. This is going to be super interesting how this pans out, but with inventory levels dropping like this and with the scarcity we're starting to see in terms of our price points, like I said, buyers, your window of if you think the market's going to bottom out, I think that's gone. I think your window is about to close in terms of getting a decently priced home because there's still stuff on the market that has been there for months. So your window might be closing. This is your warning. We didn't know for sure if it was going to happen in January, but I really think the writing is on the wall that we're in for a very busy Q1. And I do think we're going to start to see bidding wars coming back, offer dates, and prices going up. Looking at our price points, under 800,000 is down from 13 to 12 active listings. So there's still a bit in that pocket, a lot of them condo townhomes. 800 to $1 million, it stayed the same this week at 9. 9 listings is not a lot, especially when A lot of them are townhouses. There's not a lot of detached properties available under $1 million right now. And so that's something of note. I mean, we were seeing properties in the Delrex area. We saw one detached sell under 700, but we were seeing things sell in the 7s, low 8s. I really think that's about to go away. So just a note. 1 to 1.5 million is down also from 23 to 19 active listings. That price point is starting to move again, which is great news for those sellers because it was dead for so long. But so many people came off that market in that pocket. So I think if they re-enter, it will kind of, I don't know, change things a bit. But I still think with the momentum we have on sales and the low inventory levels, I think we might be coming into like a scarce market here. And then 1.5 million plus is up slightly from 10 to 11 active listings, but still from where we've come from, that's still not a super high number. It's just really hard still to find a buyer given where interest rates are at that higher price point. Looking at Acton this week, they're down from 18 to 16 active listings. That's the lowest inventory we've seen in months in Acton. And like I said, things are really moving there. So when we get down to about 10 or 11 active listings in Acton, that is when the market starts to really it's kind of super low inventory for there. So we're going to be watching Acton closely because it's been moving really well. Glen Williams is down from 6 to 4 active listings. Not a lot available in the Glen right now. Limehouse remained the same at 0. And the rural market is down from 29 to 27. So still lots available in the rural market, but what we've been talking about is their price points are a lot higher, so not as many buyers for the rural market. I think this week's update is super interesting. I think I predicted that this was gonna happen. You just never know, but the trend was really going towards the fact that inventory was just not staying on the market, whether that was via exiting or via sales. Our inventory just hasn't been keeping up. And now that buyers are back out and we're starting to see things like bidding wars, and we know that the interest rates are probably at their max, we are going to, I think, have a very busy year. So next week, I'm going to have all of January's numbers. In terms of average pricing, I still think our pricing is down. But I do think when we look back at the end, when we're at the end of February, I think our pricing is going to go up significantly in February, and we could see a very busy March as we've been seeing historically the last few years. It's really just an interesting spot to be in because, you know, we were at 230 active listings in October, and now we're under 100. It's kind of crazy to think how dead and doom and gloom it was, and now to be in the position we're in where people are getting over asking again. So I think it's a really interesting update this week. Like I've said multiple times in this update, buyers, your window is about to close. Try and get a deal. If you're looking to buy something, now might be the time. And if you wait, I just don't think there's a bottom from here is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Everyone tries to time the bottom of the market when prices are low. I just think it's gone. I think we missed it. It's now going to be on the rise because just of supply and demand, and our inventory is super low. Lowest inventory we've seen in almost 2 years in Georgetown. So just something to keep in mind. I will be back next Tuesday to see what happens in January and to see, if our trends keep on going in the direction we think they're going. Have a great week, everyone.